So every so often I do a video just to kind of take stock of what's going on and where things are at, and then I just put it up online so that I can look at it in a few years and kind of just remember what's going on at this moment in time. So here's what's going on. I've got it's a Saturday afternoon and I'm here. Nick and the others have just left. We're practicing for a show that we're doing next week, and it's going to be the first actual proper show that we've done in Seoul. We've played like subways and even the toilets, but now it's time to start playing bars and restaurants. So we've prepared like a 90-minute set of original material, and it's all kind of house music, dancey stuff, and it's mixed together like a DJ set. So it's not really a performance, more like just kind of music. This is what I've been trying to create for a few years now through Pravda 23. It's only recently that I've realized that South Korea is the place where it's going to happen, because they've got infrastructure and people are interested, and it kind of just works, you know. So here's my gear. What I've got at the moment is my laptop running Ableton Live, the live looping software that we use. This is my new wife, the Akai MPK Mini. It only weighs 700 grams. It's a beautiful little sequencing keyboard, a controller keyboard, and it's got enough bells and whistles to keep me happy, but it's also really portable and light, you know. This is Nick's LPD, which is basically the sister model. It just doesn't have the keys, but it does have more functionality on the knobs, which is awesome. I mean, that's my sound card. This is a mic I borrowed from the school, just to record samples so I can mess around with those. Here's a guitar that was given to me by a friend of mine. She's an awesome person. We played a kind of mini thing at a subway once. She's a jazz singer. And that's my violin Carmen. I brought her over from South Africa. I bought the electric deliberately because I figured if I'm living in kind of high density area, there'll probably be neighbors. So I thought I'd like to have the option of just playing silently through headphones. So that's what I do most times. Although I get on well with my neighbor, Vasant. He's a very cool guy. This is the sheet music that I'm currently learning a few grade 3 classical pieces. I don't know, yeah, it feels like violin's kind of where my heart's at. If I could be really good at anything, I think it would be violin. So I'm sticking to kind of the classical study. So let's see how that goes. You know, it's good for like technique and stuff. These are my hooks. I'm really excited about these. I no longer have to hunt for wires because I hate wires. So I just hang them all up there, although they keep falling off. Headphones. And at the moment I'm working on a track just for fun, which is a cover of Beso Muy Mucho, the jazz standard, but I've turned it into a bit of a house track. So I've got a kick going there. So I hope to and I'll play guitar over this, like at some stage. I can't reveal it to you now, it's just way too awesome. This is Nick's didgeridoo. He plays that at the shows along with kind of harmonica and how am I feeling right now? I don't know why, but when I have to speak sincerely without putting on a big act, then I kind of get a bit nervous. But it's the start of a new school year. I've got a whole new bunch of students, and I have to basically get back to being a teacher. And it's kind of a new upheaval. It's like reminding yourself that for all of my passion, for all of these directions, the music is still a sideline. It's still something that I have to do on the side. And my life is kind of I'm working towards not having to always do music on the side, always on the side of something else. I'm factoring it into the classes and all that, but I hope through this new batch of shows that we've got coming up and all this new stuff that we're doing, that I'll be able to, you know, play around and hopefully eventually just cut loose, man, just be free to spend my daytimes rehearsing sets, practicing instruments, and experimenting. That's the one thing that I haven't stopped doing in the last 5 or 6 years, or ever really. I mean, acting and experimenting, those are two things that I've kind of got down. So I'm always off in some new direction, and the direction now is to be able to create this dance act and to make something of it, you know, to actually be able to create demand for Pravda 23. Nick has been fantastic in helping me to see just the simplicity of what we're trying to do, you know, just kind of, and he's a real gem. So to be able to play music as a lifestyle and to be able to travel around and entertain people and have a good time with them that's my kind of outer motivation. My core inner motivation is, it's basically to connect with that inner spirit, that enthusiasm for life, that passion for feeling alive. I recently did this with some new oil paints. Be in your body. It's pasted onto a book, like a novel that I printed out by Paul when I finished reading it. And it's like the feeling of being alive should actually be far more like vivid and present than the ideas and concepts that we put into our life. Sometimes I feel it's like I'm trying to make an idea out of Pravda, and I'm trying to sell this idea, like, don't you understand, it's new, and don't you understand, it's exciting and it's fresh, and all of these are just words, you know, and you have to actually dance. You have to just dance. And so that's what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to dance. I'm going to learn how to dance, and I'm going to learn how to dance while I'm playing the violin, and I hope that I can share that enthusiasm with some of the people in my life here. I think it's worth something.